From the crappy basement headquarters of AWS Studios, this is the Almost Weekly Show with Bitsy
Thanks for joining us for the Almost Weekly Show. We've got Purdue news, news, we meet the newbies, and our senior weather correspondent, Joey Beard, is in the field. Last week, Purdue President France Cordova met with legislators after Governor Mitch Daniels recommended that state universities make another 3% cut. Cordova said in a press release that Governor Daniels has flipped a biscuit, and she's pretty sure it's due to all those prostitutes and Xanax. President Cordova stated that in light of the need to cuts, there is no other option than to raise tuition. I say onward. If you're a graduating senior, you're definitely experiencing the difficulty of the economy. But if tuition increases, undergrads drop out, and that means more jobs for you. So instead of flipping burgers, which you would have been doing with your $60,000 education, you'll be telling people how to flip those burgers. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is economic progress. Keith Olbermann left his post at MSNBC on Friday evening without even a hint of warning, and the media are in a frenzy. Was he fired? Was this a Comcast decision? Did he sleep with a page? Did he refuse to sleep with Michael Scott? Probably not. And in honor of Keith, we'd like to share a segment we're going to call a countdown of the top 5 things heard on campus during the first 3 weeks of school that are absolutely 100% true. My creative team is really genius. Number 5, it might smell, but you don't see nothing. Number 4, nah brah, I mean, is it really cheating if she looks like your girlfriend? Number 3, being married for 9 months and then getting a divorce doesn't really make her the authority on the one when y'all go out to bars. Number 2, it was like buy the booze or buy the dress. So I figured buy the dress and pretend I'm going home with him. And number 1, of course I'm not going to class. I got all of last semester's work from Amy. She thinks I like her. Right, if I was drunk, like real drunk. Speaking of drunk, the Almost Weekly Show was in need of some new correspondents after Tony moved to Jersey to work as Snooki's personal assistant, which is not going so well. But for us, after a late night and a couple dozen auditions and a couple bottles of booze, we found the perfect additions to our crew. Snack and Brian. They're real excited to be a part of the show. They kind of look alike. Well, let's hope that one of them is gay. Not sure if anyone else has noticed, but has been ridiculously cold the past few weeks. Correspondent Joey Beard has more on the matter.
Hey Bitsy, I along with many other Purdue students was shocked and dismayed to learn this year that winter is actually cold. In addition to dropping temperatures, I learned that rain freezes into crystalline structures, which meteorologists call snow. I caught up with local weatherman Chad Evans to ask him why. Why is this happening to us? And he said, because it's cold, you dumbass. When asked if there was anything we could do not to be cold, he told me to put my freaking coat on. Turns out, that was solid advice. Lastly, I asked if this cold would last forever. He assured me that it should let up by spring, and told me to get the hell out of his office. I'm not sure what one thing has to do with the other, but he's the expert. Back to you, Bitsy.
Thanks, Joey. We'll see you next Friday, and remember to comment, rate, subscribe, comment, rate, somewhere in there, down there, do that. I'm Bitsy Matatall, and that's it.